Thundergrunt.
Warning! The following program may contain adult or offensive language, excessive drinking, extra lives, heavy nostalgia, dragons, and general dipshittery. Listener discretion is advised.
Holy shit. And welcome to MAGCast, the official podcast of the Music and Gaming Festival. And god damn it, this is episode motherfucking 40. Oh, man. Holy shit. I can't act.
Nope.
We are 38 episodes. We are 38 episodes past where I thought we would be in the beginning.
Me too.
And that was a phantom voice. We'll get to
a
who
new
that
challenger
was.
has
A new
appeared.
challenger has definitely appeared. But let's go ahead and get those intros out of the way. To my left is a technical genius. The man knows no bounds when it comes to microphones and cables, and that's because he's our very own technical producer, Mr. Ryan Meyer.
What's up?
You have too many computers down here now.
I have a couple.
There's 1, 2, 7, 14. There's at least 34
That is an
computers
accurate
here.
number. That's math. That's how you count. 1, 2, 7, 14.
Exactly. Sitting next to him is a man who has vehemently celebrated Pokemon's 20th anniversary, I'm sure. I mean, he's kind of a cool guy who is good at video games, and he's Mr. Orvie Thumball. What's up, man?
Hi, Adam. You use words.
I did. I figured you'd be super stoked about Pokemon, and then I said that, and you gave me a look like, nope, actually, that's not true at all.
He uses words. He's got the best words.
He does. I'm excited about some Pokemons, but, you know.
Okay, well, that was
Just
anticlimactic.
Oh, all right, fine. Bye.
Sitting to his left is a man they call Huey. Hi, Huey.
I didn't even get glory.
Nope.
Mine gets shorter and shorter.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sorry,
Sorry,
at MAGFest you
ladies.
complained that I described you too frequently, so that's done.
I thought his name was Hubert.
You're thinking of Chuck's Fat Red Cat. Main difference is that Huey is not a cat.
Well,
Yeah.
that happened.
So, hi, guys. I'm happy to be here.
And you are not a cat.
I'm not a cat. I have a small penis, and I'm fat.
Well, those were his words, not mine.
I didn't
Sitting
talk
across
about
for
your penis
him
at all
is
No,
a
no, no,
man.
no.
this time.
Just get it out of it. Just get out, all out in the open, all right? I'm sick of this curtain between me and the audience.
Wait,
Guys, I'm just glad that for once my penis isn't the focus of the conversation. I just want to put
I've
that
never
out
said
there.
the word penis once. You've done this all to
Hugh, I
yourselves.
think that curtain's called pants.
And
I'm
frankly,
sick of 'em.
I would like you to keep that curtain up.
Look, man.
Break the fourth wall.
Sitting across from him is a man who has been sipping Jameson for approximately 22 minutes and is smiling deeply about it.
It's
Which one?
It's
Who?
a
Mr. Mike TV.
no.
It's me, guest. It's
Yeah. We'll get to you. We'll get to you.
You've had your time in the sun.
These guests are out of control.
These are, I mean, look at that. He's losing his Matt. Oh, sorry, I don't know who that guy is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, tell me who they are.
I'm waiting for Mike to say hello to our
Oh,
audience.
hi, and yes, it's Ryan was nice enough to share some of his Jameson's caskmates. And it's quite good.
How's your penis?
It's a fucking paintbrush.
That's true.
He keeps it well cleaned. He does art from time to time.
It's adorned with horsehair.
It's a
Now that is classy, man.
Yeah, right?
I like that.
I don't.
In practice, not, like I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I don't go for any of that synthetic fiber shit. It's all natural horsehair down there.
And there we go.
I don't know where to
And
go.
we're off.
The guests. Oh, God, the guests.
And we have two guests. Both come from the only band that was not invited to play MAGFest.
Wait, what?
The one
What are we
and
doing
only.
with this
It was
podcast?
the only band that was banned forever to play MAGFest, according to Ryan Meyer. And that is Rare Candy featuring Matt Barros and some dick named Dom. We've got Matt Barros and Dom Cerquetti. And this is where you say hi, guys.
Hi. I will now like to speak now that I've been introduced.
There it is.
Not beforehand.
I'm glad
know
someone's a
what you're talking
professional here.
It's just that was a good light burn.
I'm just saying, that's how these things work.
You're supposed to get a little closer to the mic when you talk.
God, this is going to go to hell.
I'm just,
Quickly.
we're going to head
This is going to be a fun post.
Stay right
Oh boy.
But Matt, you've got a hat, so you win.
I mean, it's
And it rhymes.
You beat me.
Matt
to
You know,
in the
it.
hat.
it's polite
Matt
to
in
take
the
your hat
hat.
off indoors, Matt,
why. I've always wondered why that is the case.
because you wear hats outside where it's cold.
Or you wear hats all
What do
the
you got,
time
Lemmy?
because they're cool.
Nothing? All right.
Yeah, it's classy.
Well, let's get into this episode.
And I'm Dom.
There it is. There it is. This is going to be our official MAGFest. I almost said cast. MAGFest wrap episode.
Official
Blowing
MAGCast
it.
wrap episode.
We should
It's been
mention-
a great 40 episodes, guys. Thanks for listening.
We should mention we have recently eaten just an obscene amount of ice cream cake.
We bought an ice cream cake that on the box specified that it provided ice cream cake for 24 people.
Which I believe is a stretch, anyways. Let's be honest.
That's true.
But we ate it. And
There
it's
were
gone
eight of
now.
us.
As is tradition.
And it is gone now.
Do we still have the box? Because I'd like to actually see what the serving size is.
No, that's what
And
we
the-
were saying.
That's what.
yeah.
Yeah, it's that cake was meant for 24 people.
So
So we each had 3 servings of ice cream cake.
Yeah.
How many
many-
millions of calories?
Oh no, it's actually only
It's actually only
looked it up.
600 and some.
A couple of us are
Per
tracking our
serving
calories
or
these days.
total?
No, for 3
for
servings.
3 of them.
Wow.
The
The servings are small.
Checked.
It's probably like 2-inch squares, I would guess.
And it was what
It's probably-
38 grams of sugar? Was that correct?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
not many.
Wow, well done, Carvel.
Or maybe it was
Delicious
51.
and healthy-ish.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Healthy-ish. I love that silent ish.
Carvel,
at the
give
end.
us free
Oh, that
ice
wasn't silent at
cream!
all.
We're plugging it.
damn, we could all have another ice cream
Well,
cake at this rate.
We did have like
Come on.
1,000 calories of sprinkles put on top.
That's
so.
not wrong.
Oh, I forgot about the
There
sprinkles.
may have been more
Oh,
calories in
extra
sprinkles
crunchies.
than there were in cake.
No, not extra crunches.
Just
They
sprinkles.
put 3 jars of sprinkles on there.
Look, first we had the American one, and then Ashley wanted the brown ones for some reason, and then we went with the filler ones that are pretty much just 100% granulated sugar.
No, it's literally just called ground sugar. Or
Brown
something
sugar.
on the
It was
bottle.
That
blue.
had
You
a small
stuffed a
amount
bag
of
of
color.
Dominoes
It was that
on
sky
there.
blue stuff,
You
man.
might
It
have
was-
fallen into the trap
So were
of
they all
thinking the brown ones
sprinkles
are
and
chocolate.
and no jimmies?
No, it's chocolate
they're-
Jimmy.
No,
There
they
were
were actually called
There were
chocolate.
chocolate and
They said
American
chocolate.
Jimmies. This is a mess.
Yeah, let's talk more about this
Well,
cake.
well, no.
I
I've
was-
just always been curious about what the official.
I feel,
Sprinkle
sprinkles and
and Jimmy.
Jimmies to me are the same thing.
To me
I always
as
thought
well.
Jimmy's were the chocolate ones.
See, I
Is
always
that
thought
like
they were
a...
just-
are
No,
you
because
a
there's
racist in
there's
some way?
there's
You know, I
chocolate.
didn't think that until I looked at you, Huey, and I saw you giving me that look because I
There's-
know what you're thinking.
I
No,
don't
there's
know
chocolate
what I'm
Jimmies and
thinking.
then there's rainbow Jimmies. That's a
So
thing.
what? So okay.
It's just
I think,
really.
I think Jimmy's
the
and sprinkles
thing
are like
is-
soda and pop.
I've always
Yeah.
thought it was like
All right.
regional.
It is regional.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Okay.
going to say. I think
All
it's
right.
regional, especially very, very specifically to like Maryland, Delaware, maybe Pennsylvania, because I've never heard anybody else outside of that say it. So
Yeah,
I
like
don't
my
know.
sister-in-law, their family's from Philadelphia, and it's Jimmy's. It's Jimmy's there. If you call it sprinkles, they look at you weird.
Yeah.
It's totally
So
sprinkles.
Philadelphia's
well they
racist.
Ah.
Okay, we all know Philadelphia's racist.
The city of brotherly racism.
This
I
is
got
about
it.
video
Have you ever
games.
been
This is a
to
video
one
game
of those games?
podcast, guys. Just so you know.
Now that we're done with the cake talk, let's get into MAGFest. MAGFest for at least me and Huey and Ashley and, well, I'm sure Dom. Dom's probably started a couple days before ours, but we started on Tuesday. And we went to Huey's house and we loaded up all the carnival games and all the luggage and groceries actually that's not true because we left our groceries at home on accident. But all the other stuff that we needed to go down, boxed it up, took it down.
That wasn't MAGFest.
That wasn't MAGFest?
That was Huey's.
Oh, that was Huey's place. No, but it was getting carnival stuff for MAGFest.
It was all
It
at
does
my
count.
house.
It was all in his.
So MAGFest property was in my home.
By the way, I have trivia here.
Ooh.
The first person on site officially for MAGFest was Brent Smart. The
Was it?
Thursday of KatsuCon.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Previous weekend.
Yeah, they were setting up for some promo at KatsuCon just in case they could string in any last minute.
The
Did
funny
you know
thing
they
is,
sold like 50 badges?
Wow.
It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
That-
they were basically like Reg Desk at KatsuCon.
that
Right.
promo table never moved.
It was still
there
there.
through the entirety of MAGFest, and it was still there while we were breaking MAGFest down.
And
Just
in
abandoned.
Fact, in fact, it was the very final last thing that we basically had the MAGFest flag. We flew that when we first got to KatsuCon.
And there was a fan under it, so
And
it would
yeah, there was
blow
a
in the
fan for
wind.
the windy effect, and it was the very, very last thing that that was lowered as we put it on the final truck leaving MAGFest.
That's awesome.
We
Did
flew
you
the
like play
MAGFest
a really
banner for a
somber
week and a half.
version of like the Chrono Trigger theme while it went down?
They recorded a video where they played. It wasn't taps. It was like some song on trumpet where it's the traditional lowering of the colors.
Right.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Now, I can say that the joke going into Katsucon was we're going to stake a claim of land and then just expand from there, and I think that's exactly what happened.
It's pretty much what happened.
Nice.
But yeah, so I mean, we got there, and I mean, I don't know when you guys all got there Wednesday.
I got there Wednesday night. Yeah.
So I mean, what do you guys want to get into?
Let's
get into some stuff.
let's-
I was there for almost exactly a week, so it was a long time.
Let's start at the beginning.
start at the beginning.
Okay,
It's a fine place to
All
start,
right,
man.
in the beginning.
we wrapped a Plinko board in plastic wrap.
Yeah, that worked
and
out
tried to shrink wrap it with a hotel hairdryer.
How'd that work?
That did not work even close to
well.
well.
If you imagine
That's kind
something,
of like last year when Mike TV and I sent Lewis up to his room with a bunch of creased and folded shower curtains that we were going to use as projector screens, and he tried to iron them all out.
It was essentially think
I
about
did not know that happened.
Oh yeah, no, with those crappy curtains we had last year.
Yeah.
with the hotel hairdryer. Imagine that it was kind of like trying to set a tire fire with wet matches. It just
we probably
did
would better if
not
we just
work.
breathed on it.
yeah, that's likely the case.
It
That
was,
plastic wrap, the shrink wrap stuff would not shrink in any way, shape, or form. The pucks
but
were
it did
flying
wrap.
clean
so
off.
it was like 50%.
The pucks were, after we wrapped it, were no longer flying off. The reason we had to do this is because the Plinko board, we didn't give it enough angle, and the pucks would hit the first or second nail, and it would just eject from the board.
We lost,
Almost at a high rate of speed.
Yeah, we
I don't
lost-
know where it gained velocity from,
we
but
lost
it did.
2 carnival
Wait,
goers
who are the
by that.
engineers on this project?
Well, I'd rather not talk about
I think
that.
you're looking at him.
Look, it was really heavy. I figured that was all it needed.
If
You
there-
should have seen the nails poking through it, man. It looked like
Oh, it was an Iron Maiden. It was
dude,
a
it
hell
looked like
escape.
the pit from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, before we ground off,
So,
dude, the
as,
back of that Plinko
We
board
can't put
was
enough
hell.
air quotes around engineers.
Yeah, that's very
so as a
true.
carnival game, not so great a success. As a potential torture device,
Well,
Well,
not
we cut all the
anymore.
nails
We
off.
cut all the points off.
all the points off.
well, then now it's just good for nothing.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not true.
I mean, if you got enough,
It's still
height.
really heavy.
it's still very, very heavy.
So you could drop it on something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. What do you think, Matt?
I think you're totally missing the point.
Okay.
But he's not going to tell you what that point is.
No, you.
If you tell him,
You're
he doesn't
missing the
learn
point.
anything.
The point.
Oh, god damn it. Well, there's 10 seconds after the fact, Adam catches up.
Yeah.
drink.
Every time Adam doesn't get a joke, everyone has to drink. We'll be dead by the end of the episode. Fuck.
So yeah, what were we talking about?
We
your
finished
Wednesday
building.
setup.
We
Oh, yeah.
finished building the carnival games and putting all the names on, and we listened to Jet Grind radio music.
We did
That's
listen
pretty
to a
fun.
lot of Jet Grind Radio.
And there was a bunch of Gaylord staff walking through that were disapprovingly looking at our Jet Grind radio music. It's pretty funny.
Like,
I mean,
damn
our Wednesday
kids.
was pretty boring. We went out for foods. We went to Elevation Burger
Yes, we did.
The-
And there was nobody there.
the day before the
What?
storm. Walked in, got a burger, sat down immediately. It was great. It was good times.
Unthinkable.
My one regret. I did not get Elevation Burger once this year.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't either.
Because I got in Wednesday night and I left Sunday morning, so I didn't, like, it was just busy every time I tried to go.
We instructed all the restaurants. We went around to them, and we basically just told them, "Winter is coming."
Yeah. When we went there Wednesday, I was like,
Tell
"Are you
me
guys
actually
prepped for
said
this
that and
weekend?"
then just
hope
walked out.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you
I
guys
think at
prepped
least
for this
one day.
weekend?" And they were like,
Chipotle?
"Yeah." And I was like, "Did you guys order double of everything? Like seriously?" And they're like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "Because last year you ran out of cheese." And they were like, "No, we remember." So
We know.
I don't think they ran out of cheese this year.
Yeah, actually, Nando's set national sales records the Friday and Saturday of Mag.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
You know, that's like the one relatively inexpensive place in National Harbor that I've never had before.
It's not
you know, I
bad.
didn't get to go either.
I think it was
There's
new
one
this
down,
year, right?
No,
It wasn't
Nando's
there
was
last year.
to-
No,
definitely there.
it's been
last
there a
year.
couple years.
Oh, wow.
There's one
Okay,
down by
cool.
the hospital.
The
in
Qdoba went
University.
away. That was another sensible option.
I know that because of reasons.
Yeah, they added the Chipotle this year. That Redstone Grill was moderately priced. It was a little expensive, but the food there was
It
crazy
was very good.
Was that the
Very
brewery?
good.
No, that was. You know, I never got a chance to go there.
That place was on point.
Granite City.
Granite
Or-
City, that's right.
I think that's
That
what
place
it
was real
called.
good.
The brewery. I really wanted to go there, but I forgot. Essentially.
Next year. I'm sad about the frickin' Irish pub, man.
Oh yeah, they closed
That was a
Harrington's.
bummer.
That was kind of a bummer. This is all stuff we learned on Thursday. It was Wednesday. It was a very sad day.
Well, Wednesday night I was showing up all ready to because they had the tables with the taps in them and
Oh, right.
darts. I was ready to just play some darts and drink some beer.
Yeah,
but
last year we rented one of the tap tables, and so you could pour your own beer.
It's just a metered tap. You just give them a credit card and the tap is at your table and you
just
keep
pour
pouring.
as much beer as you want.
Whoa.
And then they had dart boards, and we played darts for a couple hours last year. It was a lot of fun. We were hoping to do that again this year, but we didn't get the chance.
Sad.
Lame. But Wednesday night came around, and a bunch of people showed up, and I made a grave mistake at MAGFest that I should have learned my lesson years ago when I was a young buck, but I did it anyway, and I drank my entire face off on Wednesday night.
Yeah, you gotta pace yourself, man.
And I didn't drink again at MAGFest.
It was pretty great. Because he's like, all right, guys, I guarantee you, in 10 minutes we're leaving. And then 10 minutes would go by, he's like, but there are people here. Give us 15 more
Where
minutes.
even were you guys? Because I missed out on the whole Wednesday shenanigans.
Oh, man, we were, by the fourth room party, I don't know where we were. Because we went to a bunch of different rooms that night.
Yeah.
It was just like a friend would show up and be like, hey, I've got X, Y, and Z to drink in my room. You want to go to my room, select people, and then a group of us would break off and we'd go to that room.
Well, and it's also like Wednesday's the day that a lot of people show up. So
Right.
it's like, oh, so-and-so just got here. Let's go say hi or whatever.
Exactly,
So it's,
yeah.
Wednesday
And
night's
then-
like the big family reunion.
And then, like,
Part one.
we went to one room, and there was a bunch of liquor drinks, and that was a bad move. And then after that, we went to another room, and they were opening, like, 12% bottles of beer. And that's when just things fell completely downhill, for me at least.
That was when you kept being like, look, friends are arriving. Friends! We cannot leave!
I
No!
wanted to hang out with everybody, man. It was a good
I
time.
remember.
And then Thursday, I was an hour and a half late for my shift at Carnival because I was too busy paying homage to the porcelain gods. It was a horrible mistake. And then I didn't drink again. I had like a beer each night at MAGFest for the rest of the weekend.
So you're saying you had the real Carney experience?
I did. I did. God,
Nice.
it was a fucking mess.
Yeah, I mean, that's really... I mean, it was all for the sake of the carnival, right?
It was. I drank my face off for the children.
It's for the kids.
So
It's for
that
the kids.
on the opening of the carnival, he could be hungover.
Oh, Wednesday was also the day where I was given a box from the merch department that had a very specific and prominent label for charity only. And I opened them up, and it was 51 t-shirts, because I ordered one specifically for myself, that read hashtag Dom Loves Butts. And they were the official Dom Loves Butts MAGFest merch, all sold for charity, and we completely sold out by the end of the
It's
weekend.
for the kids.
It's for the kids.
How much were you selling it for?
We started selling them at $30 and sold a bunch, and then we dropped the price to $20 and sold a bunch, and then we got to the auction and I think we had 7, and I offered to sell them for $15 at the auction, and just like instantly 7 hands went up, and they bought the rest of them. So
Hashtag butts for the kids.
hashtag butts for the kids.
It's for the kids.
It's just for the kids.
Dom loves the kids.
And
Don't
posterity.
get that confused with the other one.
Yeah.
Those are two
there's the
separate
line.
things.
There's the line.
Found the
Finally
line,
found it.
guys. Found it.
Yep.
There it is. Jesus. So Thursday, how did Thursday go? While I was partaking upon praying to the porcelain gods, how was your Thursday morning, everybody else?
Well, I went and checked in on music, and music department this year was freaking on point. And I say that not including myself, because I tried to delegate as much as I could this year, and they were like, I checked in a couple times a day, and it was just like, everything's good. They were like, yeah, a couple things happened, and then we fixed it. And so I checked in on music Thursday morning, and then actually went down and helped Huey and
charity.
Ashley with charity stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
He
right.
did.
Since they were down a man,
They
I
were.
figured I could
They were. That's very, very true.
Oh, yeah.
lend a hand.
Well, let's see. Thursday morning, I'd spent most of Wednesday night getting game room stuff set up. That's why I missed out on a lot of the partying. And by the time Thursday morning came around, I think we started getting some power in. We had a bit of a power shortage to get rolling. We had all the games and TVs set up, and then we couldn't plug any of them in. So, but hey, we got there eventually. Got everything set up, and it was looking pretty good for the most part. But that's my opinion.
All right. That's not ominous. How about you, Dom? What did you do Thursday morning?
Thursday
Walk
morning.
us through the executive director
Jeez,
Thursday
man,
morning.
I don't remember hardly. It was such a blur of small issues, except we moved Rock Island from sort of a location in the back of the marketplace to like a really nice spot up in front of the concert hall.
Oh, okay.
So that was kind of cool. Rock Island's where the bands can sell merch, and like basically MAGFest stuff sell their merch.
Right.
So that was kind of fun. It was sort of a last minute crazy like impulsive thing we did, and I think it worked out well.
I think it worked out well. I didn't even see it down in the expo hall at all, but I saw it up there and it worked out. It was nice because you leave concerts and there's a whole bunch of merch.
Tons
to
of
buy.
merch right there. Boom.
That was perfect.
Ready to rock. Other than that, I don't know. Whatever. My days are just like nothing. Holy shit! Oh my god, everything's on fire. Okay, nothing.
Right.
Nothing. 10 hours of autographs. Nothing. It's kind of like that.
Dom signed autographs for 10 hours.
I did.
There it is.
I didn't. It was for the kids.
Not for anyone. Yeah, he wasn't signing them for anyone. He was just signing them.
Yeah.
Someday,
Paper with his name.
someday these are going to come in handy.
Just walking up to people with stuff and just with a shark, just sign. You're not even asking him, just signing crap.
He's like yanking shirts away from kids.
You'll
Let
thank me
sign that,
later.
you shit. It's for the kids.
It's for you.
This is for you.
Band starts setting up the concert. All just walks up to the guitar and starts signing them. And keyboards.
Yeah, Thursday I was just wandering around looking for my keytar.
The ghost that haunts.
My God. Well, I know Thursday night, Ashley and I think it was just me and her at that time, we paid a visit to the Dad Suite
Yep.
at MAGFest.
Oh, I did not see the dad suite.
The Dad Suite was real good this year, man. They had a specialty flag made up with Noel holding a steering wheel from a classic Mustang on it.
I saw that. Where did that steering wheel come from?
That came from your car, actually.
Jesus.
And then I wrote
It didn't come from Jesus. It came from your car.
yeah.
My car's name is Jesus.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, then
It's an interesting car name.
Actually, it's named R-Tax. Continue.
Right. Okay.
I could see where to get that confused with Jesus, though.
God. Okay. Anyway, I wrote my first passage into the Book of Greed. It was entitled "Let Us Pray," and I'll just leave it at that.
Do we not get to know what the Book of Greed is?
The Book of Greed is
You don't know what the book...
where you it's a
For the
book.
listeners, sir.
It's a book, a memoir of a group, if you will, outlining the joys and sometimes misfortunes of partaking upon beverages.
Alcoholism.
Okay, Jameson. But yeah, I mean, essentially, he's right. So,
Wow.
yeah. So, yeah,
Nailed it.
It was pretty good. We had a good time. There's a hot tub out there, and there's a fireplace.
I like how he's pointing right like across
Yeah, I
the
was
room.
like, wait, when
This
did
is a
Ryan get hot
this is a
tub?
visual podcast.
Yeah, he's there in his mind.
It's what we call an Italian podcast.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Thursday was great. I had a good time Thursday. Didn't drink much.
Oh yeah, I remember the other thing that happened on Thursday. So I was doing the opening ceremonies panel, which if you're ever going to MAGFest, don't go to the opening ceremonies panel. It's just awful, like all the time.
Just pretty much ignore all of the panels
yeah,
that are
any-
directly associated with
Right.
like opening ceremonies, closing ceremonies, Paul's panels, like any of
Snacky
our
cakes,
panels.
breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's
Uh,
anything directly hosted by MAGFest, you should
Yeah,
probably avoid.
it's terrible. And about 10 minutes in, I actually I had a gentleman that is joining us from the West Coast that was sort of my shadow for rescuers this year, Dan Evans. And I was just like, hey, you run this panel. I'm just going to like hang out back here and work on some stuff. You just handle this panel. So the guy that had been staffing for about 4 hours officially was running the opening ceremonies panel, like next to Paul and Brendan Becker. And it was pretty great.
That's awesome.
And then the fire alarm went off for an actual fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It went off for
I
approximately
mean, it's
2
not
minutes.
MAGFest unless
Right,
there's
yeah.
a fire
Unless there's
alarm.
an actual fire.
And we found out that it was some dill hole who threw a cigarette butt in a mulcher.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's the so at the bottom of the of the escalators that go down to the expo hall, if everyone knows
Yeah.
where that is.
Yep.
There's doors bunch of glass doors that go outside, and
Mm-hmm.
there's these vents over on the side next to the building, and they blow out hot air, so all the smokers hang out by the vents and stand on like the little mulched grassed area
Mm-hmm.
over there by the vents. And someone threw something somewhere.
It's rumored that it was a cigarette butt into mulch, which made the mulch begin to smoke, which made the smoke carry inside due to the vents, and then the alarm went off.
Yeah. And that
And
was
it
kind
was
of
just
funny.
long enough for us to vacate the expo hall and then for them to give us the all clear.
It's basically as soon as the last person walked out of the expo hall, the fire marshal declared all clear, and then we were able to bring everybody back in.
Yep.
It was me and Orvie were on the tail end of the crowd, like getting ready to walk out of the expo hall, and we got the all clear, and I was just like, everybody get back in, we got all clear. It was a mess.
No, and the funny part about that is basically we had a bunch of MAGFest staff in my panel. In that opening ceremonies bit, and basically we just all went into like crowd manager mode because we have that crowd manager training.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And got everybody outside, kept them moving, whatever. Then we got the all clear, brought them right back in, and just jumped back on the stage. We're like, "Good job, everybody! You did a great job on that fire panel. That was a test, and you passed." Yeah,
That's awesome.
But yeah, as far as fire drills go, I think that's one of the better ones we've had for MAGFest.
Yeah, it was
short and
super
sweet.
clean.
it was good. It was
Yeah.
very good.
And
So bravo
and
to all of our attendees. That was good stuff.
And for anyone who wants to relive that vicariously, I think who was it? DJ Supersonic has a nice sample remix of the "Please Use the Elevator's Fire Alarm."
Oh God, that's incredible! I did not know about that.
Yeah, no, I'll pull it up after we're
Apparently,
done.
somebody did that at KatsuCon when they had their fire alarm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just a copycat. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know. He
He's
might
Copy
be,
Sonic.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
He's just
Maybe
Co-
it was
copy-
I don't have all the
Copy
facts.
hog.
Copycatsu.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Yeah.
That one had to happen.
Yep.
I love how every now and again Rare Candy has a sidebar.
No,
it's
I was
basically-
talking
it's
specifically
basically-
to Huey. I was like, someone needs to say copycatsu. Why has it not been said? And then you finally broke the ice on that. So.
He's normally the guy with the puns.
Damn.
The drier, the better.
But yeah, also
driver.
so then Thursday night was our cabaret, was it not?
Oh yeah.
Super late. Yeah.
Before that, Metroid Metal made their grand return to
Oh, that's
MAGFest.
true. I
Oh,
did
that
not
show
catch
was
that.
awesome.
Those
though.
boys.
That was one of the 3 sets that I caught, and I am
Yeah,
a
I caught
huge,
a surprisingly small number of concerts this year.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate.
I am a huge Metroid Metal fanboy. Like, completely admit it. I nerd out over every time they play. God damn it, they were good. They were so good. They were so good. If you got to see it, you witnessed something pretty awesome.
Because they started at MAGFest, and I think
they did.
They weren't on last year. I don't remember if they were on 2 years ago or not, but yes.
I don't believe they've played the
Yeah.
last 2.
Yeah, I think they've been off for a little while, but with the Metroid year, obviously, we had to bring them back, and I think they
They
They brought
super
it.
Good. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. God, that was a fun show.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And then, we had the cabaret,
yeah,
which was at night.
Cabaret was fun. V-Jams,
yeah.
did some work,
Did some
man.
silly stuff.
And then
I destroyed a party shirt for the sake of a gag.
Oh, yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
That's pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he was cross.
he upset his
quite
girlfriend
cross.
pretty bad because that was her favorite shirt on him, and he cut the entire fucking sleeve off the thing
It was necessary.
at the seam, I think.
Well, where else was I going to do it?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, fair enough.
It wasn't going to fit over the arm.
Big shout out for the cabaret to Brandon Hood and Aaron Hood, who had their unofficial MAGFest wedding reception on stage blue.
Oh yeah.
And we
While
went
the
to
cabaret
that.
was on stage red.
Exactly. Yep. So there was a live band playing. We went and hung out and spent some time with those guys. They were actually wearing. He was wearing his suit and she was wearing her dress. It was very nice. It was really cool. I'm glad we got to share that with them. And then they gave out some of the Hood wedding koozies to people, which was awesome. So I wanted one of those. I felt left out without one. Damn it. But
I didn't get one.
I
I'm
finally
sure.
got one.
I have two, you
I'm
have
sure
one.
you'll end up with one.
One of those is mine.
yeah, I was going to give him mine so you can keep yours.
Uh-huh.
Ashley's saying one of them is mine, and it is. We were going to keep hers, and I was going to give her give Huey mine.
I don't actually need one. I'll never use a cozy.
That's true. The 2 times a year you drink. We'll get to that a little bit later, though.
I don't drink Coke anymore. Get with the times.
We'll get to Huey
Boom.
drinking a little bit later because that's later in the
Oh
story.
God, I forgot about that.
And then we get to Friday, and Friday morning, something happened. Friday morning,
dun
there
dun
was-
dun dun dun.
there was a disturbance in the force, if you will. There was a moment in time that was meant to happen. I mean, frankly, if we're being honest with each other,
Yeah.
It was as if millions of voices cried out in agony.
Millions.
Mike,
Millions,
can
I
you
mean
can
one.
you enlighten us on what this monumental event was?
I can enlighten the listeners. You all are very well versed in it at this point.
Well, that's true.
I mean, the listeners should know what's coming, though.
Tell us of the
Yeah,
cataclysm,
all things
sir.
considered.
I had a breakdown from working too much and not really enjoying myself, so I threw my badge down in the game room, said I quit, and stormed off, loose cannon style.
And then he very literally went home.
Well, no, I went back to my room first. I took a rage nap.
Never heard of a rage nap before. This is the first time I've ever heard that phrase.
This is no, it's something that I do when I'm just
Do
completely.
you frequently rage nap?
No,
Okay.
I mean rage
Wow.
nap is just the funniest term I could think of for it. on
Well,
the
it
fly.
worked.
Oh yeah.
No, when I basically I have a outburst and I can't process anything anymore. My body just kind of just goes into like you need to sleep, and so I was like emotionally drained. So I just went back to my room, took a nap. Was tired anyway because fucking roommate had like sleep apnea or something. That was rough. So I woke up. I called Vanjie after that, before the nap. She was not at MAGFest. And talked to her for a little bit, then took my nap, and
This is insane. Keep going.
This all happened at MAGFest.
I woke up. I was let's see. Jesse Delaplane and Michael Harker stopped by the room to get some stuff and said hi to me, and I was tired and probably looking like hell. And then I got back up and was thinking about going back down, and it made me angry again. And I decided at that point that I wanted to go home. And, you know, looking back at the time, my reasons were just purely selfish, but also it was probably a good idea for me to get out of there because I would have just spent the rest of the weekend either like screaming and crying at people at equal measure. So I looked up the bus schedule, went down to the bus stop. The driver was very nice. I didn't have exact change, but he let me on anyway. I got all my stuff together, of course, and got on the bus, stayed on till a metro station, went to whatever the main station is in DC.
Union Station.
Union Station, thank you. Yeah, sorry, Penn Station is the one in Baltimore. Took the commuter rail to Penn Station, and Vanjie came and picked me up.
Man, this sounds like a story like a fifth grader tells about that time they ran away from home.
It felt like
Dude, it totally
felt like it.
I don't mean just the comparison.
No, it's fine.
I
It
was
felt
angry.
like
I
it.
took a nap. I needed to get out, so I talked to the bus driver. He was very nice and didn't
Yeah.
take exact change. It was fucking perfect, man.
I was thinking about the end of Inside Out the entire time I was doing it. It's like I'm running away.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
kept getting
Oh,
more and more
man.
perfect for that
Yeah.
structure. God damn, man.
When you break it down super simplistically like that, that's fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, man.
So that was my MAGFest.
I gotta...
There was chatter on the radio.
Was
about
there?
that, yeah. You're like, did you hear about Mike TV? Yeah, all
was a
this
big
crazy
deal.
shit happened.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
Bullshit. Staff was talking about it all day.
Really?
Not like you know, it wasn't like the talk of the town, but people were definitely like, "Did you hear about Mike? Yeah, he fucking threw his badge on the ground and went home." Like,
It got more and more...
Did you hear about Mike? He got so angry that he had to take a nap.
That's a thing that happens.
Oh, man.
we pissed him off to the point where he needed rest.
I have a more boring name for it, but Rage Nap came to me, and it was fun.
Emotional Betty by time?
I call it safing, actually.
Safing?
It's actually the term we use for satellites when a satellite looks at the sun and oversaturates its sensors with light. Basically goes into a safe mode where it basically just kind of shuts down, and you have to basically reboot everything again. And so I call it safing because it's just like I'm too overloaded with stuff, and I just like basically.
I forgot he was an astronaut for a minute. That's
Man,
my mistake.
sorry.
That was my
Sorry,
mistake
yeah.
entirely.
You are blowing me away, Mike. It is amazing.
I also like how you started this by being like, "I'll fill in the listeners because you guys all know all of it." This is 10 times
my
better.
God.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, no, I literally thought like badge hit ground, shoes hit floor, butt hit car seat, went home.
No, I didn't have my car.
See,
So it actually took me a lot of effort to figure out how the fuck I was going to get home from MAGFest.
Luckily, Miss Frizzle was driving by on the bus.
They were on their way
No,
to be
no.
inside of the human sinus system for an educational course, but it took you home anyway.
Yeah, you know.
How was
she's,
Lizzie, by the way?
Dead. Iguanas only live like 10
There
years.
that is.
All right.
Man,
Just getting depressing.
I need a fucking safety right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think iguanas actually live longer than that. My brother's had one for quite some time.
So after that, we had lunch on Friday.
You know, I just want everybody to know. I added to the staff manual, don't stare directly into the sun.
There it
And,
is. It's official now.
So something was learned from this.
We learned a very valuable
good.
lesson. And that's don't over-rev yourself on a podcast that you're on to internally despise an event that you used to love.
I don't know if I ever loved it.
Wow. God damn, Adam.
man, Mike, if I ever wrote a book, I want you to fucking narrate it. Man.
Yeah. I mean, I
with
started doing
commentary.
Yeah, I actually don't like this part of the
This
book.
is actually a very. I wanted to say this because this is a big part of what happened with me. And ever since I had that blow up, I've let a lot of those feelings go. I started MAGFest to help and hang out with my friends, but over time I've seen less and less of you guys at the event because we're all.
He
busy
said
as
you
hell.
guid. Did you hear that?
He did. We're his
Oh,
friends.
we're friends.
Why would I? Why would it be here if you guys were my friends?
I need a rage nap.
But I get to see you guys less and less, and it's just. And then Vanjie's not coming anymore. It's just like it's work.
That was actually we talked about that later in the weekend.
Yeah.
Me and Orvie and Huey and Ryan and a couple other people, Ashley and Annie. It's like we're in rooms that are literally conjoined.
Yeah.
We requested to be in 2 rooms that had the doors between them that we could open up. And
Yeah.
we just left them open. And we saw each other less that weekend than I think we would if we were at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man.
So real quick, this is a little sidebar.
All right.
You mentioned that your one roommate had sleep apnea and must have
Oh,
snored
God, no.
snored quite loudly.
It was.
This actually fits in the time frame, too. This was
It does.
Thursday night.
So-
God damn it.
So
Thursday night into Friday.
that evening, let's just go back to when Adam falls asleep.
Apparently, first off, I fell asleep in less than 3 seconds.
Yeah, like
according to my roommates.
Everyone else
Is this
in
the night you were super drunk?
Yes.
no, this is Thursday.
No, this was Thursday
Because-
night into Friday.
because
yeah.
Dak was there. So
Right. Yep. So I was stone cold sober.
so
It was a hungover sleep, so you were like super tired.
That's
anyway.
that's
That's
a
true.
potential. That is
Yeah.
so Adam begins to snore,
yeah. I do that.
and Dak is so blown away.
The word that he used was enamored.
that he brought
would.
out a decibel reader,
Dude, no, it gets better.
and Adam is as loud when he snores
On average,
as a chainsaw,
wow.
a jet engine
at idle.
at idle. Sorry, not revved up.
Gonna say.
It was 108 decibels. Right?
107,
107.
yeah.
107.
107.
That
Now,
could damage your hearing.
real quick. But we're gonna flash. There was a panel that we all took part in. Well, we'll talk about the panel itself later. It was the
That was Friday night. That was not.
this is the serial panel. Like,
That was Friday night.
was it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. When they made the crowd cheer for whichever cereal they wanted the most.
Right.
The entire crowd of that panel reached 98 decibels. That crowd was not louder than Adam Chase snoring.
Dude, he was like, 2 things happened. When I woke up, he was like, 2 things happened last night, and I need you to know about both of them. And I was like, okay. He's like, first off, there was an ongoing joke the night before where you end all of your sentences with the Terminator sound. Dun, 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 dun. So it was like, hey, I'm going to sleep. Good night. Dun, 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 dun. And then that was it. And he did that. And then apparently no more than 3 seconds later, I was actively snoring. Like, I fell asleep instantly.
It's like he hypnotized you.
Ashley says that happens every night.
He falls asleep immediately, doesn't it?
It's kind of, I didn't know that until she brought it to my light years ago. But anyway, he was like, and then me and Nate Nate was Dak's buddy. They were sharing the room with me and Ashley. Nate was like, we had a conversation. We couldn't believe that you fell asleep so fast. Like, it was ridiculously fast. And 2, You snore so loud that it's like I downloaded a decibel meter last night. I was like, really? He's like, I saved a screenshot of a sample that I took over time, and your high point was 107. Now let's review what 107 decibels really is. He starts going over this list. He's like, it's a chainsaw at full rev. It is a jet engine at idle, or a jet cockpit in flight. And there was a couple other.
People
like
wear
city
earmuffs when
bus.
they use a chainsaw, right?
Yeah.
So basically, everyone, you're definitely deaf.
The funny thing is, Ashley woke up a couple of the times when they were joking about it, and she's I don't hear him snore anymore. So she's either gotten so used to it that it's just out, or she is completely deaf.
She's night
at this
deaf,
point.
man. You've made her night deaf.
I'm pretty sure for 107 dB, we're required to turn the volume down at the Mark Center.
You might be right.
You are a hazard, sir.
Damn.
So at least you weren't sleeping near that.
Fair enough. This.
I'm waiting for some year when like you get a noise complaint at 4 in the morning. Somebody from the hotel comes up to your room.
Security just
Is someone
busts down your door.
slaughtering cows in here?
Excuse me, we have a strict no chainsaws policy inside the hotel.
It's like we have a report that the wildest party at the entire Gaylord is in this room. So why is everyone asleep?
It's just Adam in his underwear. Hey. Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
A cave troll.
Oh yeah, apparently.
I think he's got sleep apnea.
He was.
That was a good one.
Dak also
It's for the
said
kids.
there was a couple times. There was a couple times where he thought I was literally dead because he was like, "You just stopped breathing for like 15 or 20 seconds," and then
This is a terrible story now.
It was like out of nowhere. It would just be.
Dude, that's a legit medical problem.
Did you like Wilford Brimley when you sleep?
It's like just.
Dude, get the fucking strips.
I've tried. They don't do anything.
He inhales the strips. He breathes in so hard.
Oh my god! So that was Friday morning. Oh, what happened? I mean, Friday was MAGFest and a bunch of shit happened that I didn't see.
Yeah, we were.
And then
Super Soul Bros had their set on
I
Friday.
missed that. I was
I
so
missed that.
sad.
Yeah, me too. I was super bummed
They released
about
a new album, which you actually heard at the beginning of this episode. They're the first track off of there. I'm sure we're gonna play it
Are
on the way
they, are
out.
they our official give all your money to them this week?
Oh,
I would
Oh,
say
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's give them the official MAGCast. I think this is the first one in 2016.
It is.
I think so.
It is.
Yeah.
The official
So-
MAGCast. Give them all your money. Seal of
Look
moneyness.
for Super Soul Bros on Bandcamp. Their newest album is just released. I don't remember what it's called.
Fireball.
It's called Fireball.
That's
You need to buy 14
supersoulbros.bandcamp.com.
You need to buy 14,000 digital copies of this album because it is worth every goddamn penny you will have spent on it. Give them all of your money immediately.
Now, look,
Also, their other albums are good too.
This is the deal with Super Soul Bros too. They are this year's MAGFest spirit animal. Okay, those guys were playing nonstop from the moment they got there till like the end of the whole thing. They played.
No, pretty much at any given
Yeah.
time, you could go somewhere and find a Soul Bros set
You're
or
like-
collaboration at least happening somewhere.
You're like, are the Soul Brothers playing? I think I hear them down the hall. Oh, they're in this corner. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, they're in Jam Clinic. They're in Jam Space. There was one time I went to the marketplace, and they were in the back of the marketplace, and they were trying to keep the volume under control, and their drummer was on a drum pad, like an electronic drum
that's
pad.
awesome.
And the horn players were playing really quiet, and like
Of course.
everybody was keeping it really chill, and it was just this light echo throughout the marmarketplace. It was
I mean,
totally awesome.
that's Robbie's initial gig though. Is,
Yeah.
is just playing marketplace,
right,
man.
right.
Yeah.
'Cause which booth does he play?
Usually, like at PAX, he'll just set
Yeah.
up shop and play and stuff like that. Yeah,
That's awesome.
and yeah, one of the things, if you're not super familiar, they usually don't have a bass player. It is usually Robbie with bass keys on the left hand and keyboard on the right hand. So the bass riffs he's actually playing on a keyboard, which is ridiculous. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, hats off to the Super Soul Bros. They're from San Jose, California.
Yeah,
Killed it as usual this year. Who else played Friday? Friday, I think, was pretty good. Well, actually, really every day this year for concerts was
Yeah,
good.
I think
it really was.
Space Brigade Friday.
Let's see.
They were
World of
Saturday.
Square was actually right after the Soul Bros. They were real good.
Yeah, no,
Making
I
their
wanted
return.
to be up there for that duo, both of those back to back, and I just was down on Game Room for some reason or another. And
probably because there was a lot of empty shifts to work.
I checked. It wasn't that bad.
It just got real.
One-ups.
yeah.
One-ups were Friday.
Moving on.
They were good.
Speaking of, Robbie Benson playing with the one-ups.
God, I
Oh,
missed
nice.
that too.
I missed
That was
that.
ridiculous. Yeah.
That's
why
great.
are we working MAGFest?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
man. We
a
don't
bunch
see
of
shit.
a bunch of us made like dinner reservations, and we went to the Oyster House.
That's right, yeah. That
I
was
missed
really
that
good.
too. I don't even know what I did at MAGFest this year.
We were like, "Hey, Orvie, you want to come?" And you were like, "I've got to check on something in the game room." And then dinner happened, and then you were like, "Yeah, I still don't have time," or something like that. Like you were super busy working, and then and then you and Annie went out to dinner.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely
Let's
right.
see. Mighty Number 9 set was Friday night. That was
Right,
good. Yeah, we had the
right,
Anti-Creates guys all 3 nights, I think, playing a different set. Gunvolt was Thursday, Mighty Number 9 was Friday, and then Mega Man was Saturday.
I believe so.
All of that I caught was really good.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Did the Mighty Number 9 set actually happen on time?
I don't remember.
Haha,
I
I
get it.
get it.
Thank you.
Yay! I'm not the only delayed reaction this episode. Victory.
And then following them was the Tupperware Remix Party Ninja Sex Party set. That was, I think, that wasn't the biggest concert this year, though, right? Or the biggest
No,
concert?
it was.
No, but I think Power Glove last year was bigger.
Power Glove last year was bigger due to miscommunication of the fire code.
No, it was the same size.
It was the same exact
definitely-
size.
Yes, it was the exact
it
same
was
size,
definitely
right.
Not
It was.
over capacity.
Yes, it was.
It was identical in every way, shape, and form.
You can cut this out later, right? All right, thanks. For the kids.
We have
For the kids.
We have 6 listeners. That's cool. None of which are the fire marshal.
You don't know
Fire
that.
Marshal's really big into MAGCast, man.
That would be a
man.
fucking.
We're
Loves
gonna get a
Hep C jokes.
We actually
retroactive
rocked out to the-
citation.
To the
Because of the-
Tupperware
Now,
Remix
if you were-
party in the room, we actually just put on the stream
Yeah,
instead of going
you
to
guys
the
went on the
concert.
stream. Me and Ash hit the show.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
had
you
a good-
guys
I was
left.
with Don
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
on
that
the
was
whole Tech
awesome.
Island.
We watched the stream in our room.
That's how we That's how
From
we
MAGFest.
Yeah.
Everybody was so goddamn tired. They were just like, we're just going to watch it on the stream. Fuck it.
I'm telling you, you know what's one thing that slipped through the cracks that I really want to do next year, and apparently it's not that hard to do, is to put the stream on everyone's TVs in their hotel room.
Yeah, we were talking
On,
about
like, a
this.
channel.
Yeah,
When we
totally.
were watching
Well,
it.
that would
That'd
be really
so
cool.
great.
I didn't know you
awesome.
could
You
do
could
that.
just tune in and you're good to go. Yeah.
Tell you just bring like a picnic basket and you don't have to leave your room for
Right,
MAGFest.
I know,
You just
nothing.
show up, you watch
There it
everything
is.
on the TV,
A
and then
picnic
leave 4 days
basket.
later.
Like, oh, it's that festival on TV. Okay, great, awesome.
Yeah, but the only thing is, then you get free concerts. You wouldn't have to pay for a MAGFest badge.
Well, we already do that, so
That's true.
yeah. We had 1,000 people tune in for the Tupperware Remix Ninja Sex Party
That's awesome.
stream. Yeah.
That's awesome. And then after that, a little later in the evening, there was a panel. And it was all
no.
about breakfast cereals.
And boy, was it a train wreck.
Yeah, it was.
Lost your robe.
I did. I lost my Batman robe.
It's gone.
What?
I left it in the panel room. Yeah, I left it in the panel room.
If you've seen it, send us an email
At
at podcast@magfest.org.
I'd
Is
love
that
to
a real
know that.
email?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You set it up.
I probably did.
We say that like 400 times an episode. I
You
hope
say, you say that as though they listen.
yeah.
I do have a bunch of emails to read.
Oh no!
What?
Yeah.
Really?
All right, well, we gotta stroll through.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing.
Okay, let's quick do some highlight
All
stories.
right, Friday night panel, go.
For breakfast cereal panel, we found out that the cereal chosen by the people, for the people, was Reese's Puffs cereal. That won.
Yeah, man.
And I,
mean,
could not
Matt
believe
likes
it.
I feel like it was a solid contender. I didn't think it was going to go all the way.
I thought Cinnamon Toast Crunch had it. I really,
I honestly
truly
thought
did.
CTC had it too, but
I think the problem was is that we let all the stupid people that were at
Down
the
with
panel
CTC.
talk. It should have been a discussion between us, the connoisseurs, not these plebeians.
But
We
I'll
flew
tell
in.
you,
We
if it
flew
had been-
in. We flew in judges from all around the greater Virginia, Washington, Maryland area to just judge this panel, and then we didn't even take advantage of it.
I
It
was told
terrible.
that my Raisin Bran speech at the very end was quite moving.
I mean, I'm not
I
denying
was,
that.
I,
but
I
that
was tempted to stand up in my chair and yell, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." I'm not gonna lie.
crunch.
I remember what most of it was, and it was basically along the lines of Bran keeps you regular, and who doesn't want to shit normally. And let's get to the first half of the name, which is not 1, but 2 scoops of delicious raisins in every box. So much more elaborate than that because I had a minute to go. But
I can see how it's funny though.
it was
You did an excellent job of stating facts. It was really good.
I did what I had to do. Hey, at least I did something at MAGFest attendee.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
Matt
least my words matter, Barrows.
I bet Matt did something at MAGFest too. Had fun.
Yeah, that's
Boom!
true.
I saw Matt, I think 2 times.
I saw him. I saw him.
It was
once.
nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It's nice to see.
And I think it was
Well, I mean,
on the way
Matt,
out the
how
door
did,
for
how
something.
did your Friday night go?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, Friday was my intro actually because stuff like I planned on taking off for Thursday and Friday, but then ended up getting work paying for training, and I was like, I should probably go to the training course. So
Sure.
it wasn't until like Friday afternoon, like 3:30, managed to get to the Gaylord around 5, and then drive around for parking for like half hour.
Yeah.
And so missed the World of Square set, and then got there, loaded in, and then was like, all right, well, let's just walk around and talk to people. And it was my first time in 8 years not having to worry about like bringing gear in and
was probably
like
pretty
leaving.
sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm still sad.
MAGFest 2017 highly advocates for fucking ride sharing because oh my god, parking.
That was that parking was
carpool.
crazy.
Carpool.
And if you don't carpool, fucking bus. And if you don't bus, train, then carpool, then bus. Or whatever you have to do to not park in National
bus
Harbor.
pool.
It takes a little longer, but trust me, you can get to Baltimore from Baltimore to the Gaylord via metro and bus.
I've heard
story.
I've heard that.
First hand here.
Yeah,
Facts.
I can give you directions.
Thank you for doing that research for us.
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah.
He was still working
It was
for
for the
MAGFest. It
people.
was a transportation research.
He really researched getting out. Like we're not
yes.
certain.
Look,
He was
the
in the
routes
turd
or the-
department.
if you take the tunnel,
Transportation Urban
it's even
Research
easier.
Department.
You got to take the carpool tunnel, and that'll get you.
Jesus.
Boom!
God damn it.
I mean,
Terrible.
someone's gotta get it. It's even you know.
I'm gonna be looking into the parking situation a lot more carefully.
you going to have him build a new garage?
I hope so.
That would be...
There's that weird pyramid thing.
Dude,
Looks like it's from Blade Runner
Dom,
being built.
if Dom goes to the Gaylord and he's like, I am the executive director, and like slams a staff on the ground, and then they're just like, Mr. Sequetti, we will build a parking garage just in your honor. And
Well,
it's
no,
called
he
the
slams
Sequetti
the
lot.
staff down and the ground cracks and the parking garage just rises
Emerges?
like 3 levels.
No, he doesn't slam his staff down. He slams a keytar down. Obviously.
Well, he does that in real life, so that's not an
So
exaggeration.
they talk
He slams
exactly
a
like that.
staffer down and then
Staffer down.
There you go.
The Gaylord staff talk exactly like that, and so do I.
Oh,
So just,
okay.
I knew it.
I've been there. It's true.
I had a feeling.
I've
Yeah.
seen him.
I got a anyway. So that was
Friday
Friday,
night?
Saturday night, Saturday,
That was Friday night.
Yeah,
Satterman?
Saturday,
I thought you said Satterman.
Satterman,
Satterman.
It's
Zatterans,
a word.
Zatterans. I
just
want to
made
have a
it up.
crawfish boil. What happened Saturday? What concerts?
We started off with Journey Live, which
I
was
didn't catch
super
that.
cool.
Oh,
if you
Orby
didn't
had
make it
a-
to this was this is the beginning of their tour. I think they're doing. I don't remember what areas they're doing, but I know they were starting their tour at MAGFest. It's kind of like the chill orchestral version of Bit Brigade, if you will. They were playing through Journey, and they had an orchestra playing the soundtrack underneath them. Super cool.
well, the people that were playing Journey, I think Orvie has a little story about.
yeah, actually, so the people that got to go on stage and play were actually selected from attendees.
Oh, nice.
That we had a little Journey competition down in the game room. What is it? Austin Wintory and his crew running the Journey Live thing came down, and we had Journey across 3 projectors, and people were playing through the game. And the winners of that competition actually got to go up and play on the blue stage
Nice.
live while an orchestra plays their backing tracks
That's
to
sweet.
a crowd of however many.
God, that would be
For those who
incredible.
don't know, Austin was the composer for Journey, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
he was conducting the orchestra and everything, so that was super cool.
Weren't you? They're like just randos, kind of popping in online on
Yeah,
that
I think
on
so,
the
yeah.
stage.
Yeah,
So yeah, if you want to tell them about how Journey works with
I will allow Orvie to continue.
well,
his
yeah,
story.
no. So the whole idea of Journey Live and of the having the orchestra there is they've been practicing to actually be able to play the music adaptively to what's going on in the game, because as Matt was saying, the game was played live on the internet, and if you've ever played Journey before, other players can kind of randomly kind of pop into your game and help you solve puzzles and that sort of thing, and then they just again go off on their different way. So like anytime something would get messed up or a puzzle would change or like music would change as someone came in or went out or a player entered or exited a zone, because all the music in Journey kind of flows together, the orchestra would have to adapt to that, and it was actually pretty cool to see all that happening live.
That is awesome.
It's really difficult.
Yeah.
And the fun part is the other person playing on the internet at home, like on a Saturday,
Has no idea.
Yeah,
Has
no
no
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that they just played in front of a
That
couple
they just
thousand people.
played with a live orchestra with the composer at MAGFest.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
Like
yeah,
some
if you're
universe
listening
bending-
to MAGCast and you were playing Journey Saturday,
Yeah.
and happened to encounter some other players online, who knows?
You may have been
saw
playing at MAGFest.
Yeah, and I saw the recording too. It's got the person's name.
Yeah, I
at
was
the
going to
end.
ask if it
Yeah,
has
so-
So it's
like
on the
player
stream.
tags.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we should actually contact them and be like, "Hey, were you playing Journey on Saturday?
Yeah,
It was a good game,
I mean,
man. You did good.
it-
you know."
Show me where those names are. I have
Yeah.
PSN. I'll message them.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can just
totally,
message
totally.
You have PSN?
My God, I do.
Oh my god!
High
If only because of all the free
roller!
games.
Shit.
If only because of all the free games.
Shit.
Because you get
Yeah.
4 free games a month.
If you want to get Adam to sign up for stuff,
I
Give me
mean,
free things.
Email us at podcast@magfest.org.
That's not a bad one. I like that.
I feel like there's probably some bot out on the internet that's listening for like sign up and email address, and now
Now
we're
we're
just
gonna
gonna get
get it.
all sorts of like magazine subscriptions and all that crap.
One could only hope.
So yeah, actually looking at the schedule again, Saturday was just an insane day for concerts. We had Journey Live first. Disco Cactus came after them.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
guys put on a real good. Those guys were great. Psycho Stick after them, making their
I didn't
MAGFest
catch
debut.
them.
I'm super bummed that I missed that.
I-
what was their deal?
I didn't actually see their set, but I know Angel raves about them, and it was kind of his. He brought them to us, and from everyone I heard that went to the show, it was real good.
Yeah.
After them was You Bred Raptors, always
Always a winner.
always a classic.
Always a winner.
Then Bit Brigade,
Again,
those
always
guys
a
are always
winner.
great. Then we had the Mega Man Zero Anti-Create set, which was pretty sweet. Followed by Mega Ran doing his second set. I think he played one on Thursday night with Shy Guy before Cabaret.
Yep.
And then closing out the concert portion of MAGFest, making their MAGFest debut, was I Fight Dragons.
I
don't know how we've gone this long without having them, but
Yeah.
I'm glad we have them now.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw some of those.
And then after I Fight Dragons settled down, there was a rumbling in the jam space.
Oh no,
there was
There was a group of individuals who have never once actually called themselves musicians as a group.
I've
But
got a-
individually, most of them are
Before
quite
that-
talented people.
Oh, what have you got
Well,
here?
I've got a story about this group that I've
Okay.
only told Ryan about. So this group, go ahead, finish the
We- we-
introduction.
yeah, we-
I was just going to say the group you may know as the Proto-Mans
Yeah.
decided that they were going to play a set in Jam Space at midnight that actually happened at 1 a.m.
As tends to
as,
happen
as
at
a set with their fiercest allies,
Cowabunga
the boys
Pizza
from
Time.
Cowabunga Pizza Time.
Check out Cowabunga Pizza Time on Bandcamp. Also,
They're an actual band.
They're
For
an
the
actual
kids.
band, and they play real music that is very, very good.
Hashtag pizza for
I
the
just
kids.
wanted to share the I can only define it as a religious experience that Huey and I had.
Oh yeah.
Before the Proto-Mans went on
Do
stage.
tell. I didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, Huey and I were just having a moment of silence ourselves, and just in front of the jam space, just on our knees, heads in our hands, just taking a breather, and of course we were joined
By the one, the only, John DeCampos.
I remember. I walked past that. That was
Oh, yeah.
great.
I have
No.
to admit, his eyes were a little hazy.
But
He may have had one too many ecto coolers that evening.
Yeah, but this did not.
I mean, Huey and I can't even repeat what happened.
There's no. I barely remember it. It was like it's burned into my mind, and then the scar tissue immediately formed, and now I don't remember
Could
any
you
of
give
it.
us a description of what happened?
Basically,
in
what
any way?
happened is
Did
he
he
came
headbutt
down
you?
to give us a prayer.
Oh, it was a
To give
JD
us-
prayer.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are always solid.
No, he came down and it just happened. We were ready to get up and he was like, no, just hang.
Just wait with me.
Okay.
And he
Take
just,
my hand.
And
All
he
right.
just went off, and there was a lot about rocking and people basking in the glory of
There was,
our...
he said basking at least
There's a
40
lot
times.
of basking.
Okay. There's a lot of basking.
People were basking the shit out of the Proto Man.
Was there any robins going on?
So yeah, that was amazing.
Sorry, we had a lot of ice cream today. But yeah, that happened, and I feel like you know the greatest song in the world?
Yeah.
I now feel like I understand what they went through
Exactly.
now because I can't
Oh, a
repeat that.
Tenacious
Perfect.
D pull.
There's just
okay.
no,
Yeah.
there's no way. It was too much for the human psyche.
That's
Who's not?
I'm very jealous of you guys right now.
You should have just
Very,
been kneeling on the
very
ground.
jealous.
That's all it took.
Wow.
It pulled him over.
I would have loved to have been a part of that. Damn it. Okay. That's awesome.
All right.
But anyways, you can continue on.
Yeah.
Our band played the second worst show we've ever
Someone's
played.
band played.
No, that actually wasn't that bad.
I would say
No,
that was
but-
the second best show we've ever played.
Aren't they the same thing?
Right.
It wasn't a Mag Classic show. Our classic shows are always the best ones.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I think
It might be the best MagFest show we've played in a couple years.
Yeah,
Because last year
I think
was a
I think it's
fucking
the best
train wreck.
MagFest show we've played ever. No,
Mag 13, when it was a stage 2, when it was a separate room.
yeah, you're right. That one wasn't bad.
Was
That was
that
12.
12?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
12. 13
I was
was
there for
last
that.
year, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
not great.
Yeah, no,
No, that
last
one
year
was
was
terrible.
last year was
That
a,
was a train
super
wreck.
bad train wreck. No, okay, the one, yeah, the Mag 12 then. That was a really solid show.
Yeah,
That was the one where we actually had a real sound guy in Cheebs running the soundboard. Shout out to
Yeah, man.
Cheebus.
was that 11 or 12 actually?
It might have been
Because 11, the Proto Men were actually there.
It was.
It might have been 11.
I remember we delivered our traditional pre-show gift at 11, and
No, I
haven't
think
done that
sh-
since.
I think that show was bad too.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because we had Cheebus on this one, and then it was Reed's bachelor party. So Heels
Yes.
and Reed and all those guys were there.
Yeah,
no, that
you're
was
right.
12. That was 12.
Yeah.
And actually, Cahill ran the lights for our set, who had
right.
never run a light board before ever, and actually did a really good job.
I mean,
That's
what
right.
better
That was
way?
that
what
was
better
the
way
one
to
where
have
the
the
guy
lights run
sat in
for
the chair, front row center, and you, Huey and Seth, were looking at this guy, and he had the dead expression on his face of sheer joy.
Yeah.
And by that I mean he was close to as you can get from passing out.
Yeah. So,
But anyway, the Proto-Mans played. That happened.
while it was happening,
Okay.
I was out in the crowd enjoying the set.
Okay.
And a gentleman is in front of me with a puzzled look on his face. And he turns to me and he goes, "This isn't the Proto Man, is it?" And I said, "Oh no. This is not the Proto Man. This is the Proto Mans." He's like, "Because they're not good."
Right.
And I was like, well, their whole thing is they have to be drunk. And I didn't tell them you guys were not drunk at that time. But I was like, it's part of the thing.
What do you mean weren't drunk?
I
course we were.
I had a mild buzz at best. But I didn't practice extra hard, so I made up
good.
for it.
So and also they don't get to practice. I explained the whole thing to him, and he said, I was confused though because I swear to God, why is Panther here?
Oh, that's right.
And I said, "Oh, actually, that's not Panther. That's Ryan. He just looks and sounds exactly like Panther." And he's like, "Are you serious? He's got the sound. It's amazing. I swear to God, that's Panther." And then he left.
That's all he
That was amazing to me.
God.
I was like, "Holy shit!" He's just like, "Because they're not very good." He was just,
That's
"Oh my God,
that's
I was-
incredible.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, he just
We've done it.
up and outed.
We've done it, guys. That's awesome.
You know, I had so much fun playing that set, except like I had insane technical problems. So like halfway through the second song, my keyboard just stopped working. Like it stopped working,
Nice.
and I was trying to get it back, and then somebody tripped over the cord, and I couldn't get the power cord plugged back in for the rest of the song.
Man.
And then for Do Vendetta, you're like, "Hey Tom, take this one," and I was like, "Oh yeah." How does it start? Give me a
Just a
key.
second, I was
What
like,
key
all
is
right,
it?
I got it.
Dude.
Well, the problem
Oh,
is
that
like
one,
there's
okay.
there's the two intervals there,
Right.
and I often start on the wrong one.
Right.
And I've done this, so I was like, Dom, go.
I was like,
and Dom's
"Oh,
like,
do I
what?
have to do something? Oh shit! I thought this was Ryan Myers' show.
Sorry, we made it. We made it work. We made it work.
we did.
Because we all know that
You didn't turn
when
your
it's
back
your
on
parts,
the city.
you play them
then-
flawlessly.
Oh yeah.
I think that was probably my favorite breaking out we've ever done.
Oh, yeah, that breaking out was good.
Normally, what happens is we get like a verse or two in, we get like through a verse and a chorus, and then I forget the second verse exists.
Yeah.
This time,
That
I
happens a
remembered
lot.
it existed.
He usually goes
I just
from the
had
chorus
no
into
idea
the
what the
bridge
hell the words were. So I kind of like stalled just went through that riff one or two extra times. I was like, oh shit, shit, what are the words here? I was like, all right, whatever. Making it up as we go. Made up a whole verse. It actually, the verse was all about how I couldn't remember the words, and it rhymed. It was.
I was going to say that was a good verse.
Yeah,
That's where you pick up the mic and turn it around to the crowd.
Yeah.
That's a classic
That's
move.
how
yeah.
you solve that
man,
problem.
you're right. Now I know. Next time,
From a real stage professional.
No, that's
we've
true.
learned the ways. I wouldn't even.
I'm gonna I'll have to do that next time.
So we got through that. Cowabunga Pizza Time took the stage and absolutely destroyed. God, they were fucking good. I love watching those guys live. They were awesome. But
I dodged all of that and went and played Pokemon Puzzle League for a couple hours.
yeah.
Yes.
But something
You probably had a better evening.
Something happened before the concerts that I forgot about that I need to share with the world.
Oh,
Our friend Dak
Oh no.
decided that he wanted to write a book.
Oh,
Are we allowed to
Oh,
talk
no,
about this?
I don't think we can talk about this.
Yeah, this is NDA.
We've been NDA'd.
We did a verbal
We had a
NDA.
We signed a verbal
NDA.
NDA.
It's fine.
Oh my God.
Look, we're all clear. We're all clear. We said it.
This is
You don't
all
want
on
to?
Adam.
Fine. No, we won't talk about it.
You can
No.
talk about it.
No.
The and
It's only the funniest goddamn thing I've ever been a part of at MAGFest.
Here's
him
all we
right
should
now.
say for now. Keep an eye out on Kickstarter. Sometime this year, I'm imagining
For a book.
for a book.
We can tell.
Can we give the name
We can
of
tell
the
him the
book?
name. We can tell him the name.
Okay, because you can probably gather enough.
Maybe
Jesus
we can.
Christ.
I mean, we can also just. We're going to be talking about this MAGFest for the next few episodes, so we can come back to this once we get it clear.
There's a book that is going to be on Kickstarter in the near future, and it's called P-Tricks.
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 There are going to be several credits.
That's
to many
right.
people.
I believe
Is it
everyone.
just a letter P, or is it
No.
Oh no!
As in urination tricks.
okay?
P-Tricks.
Just wanted to
P-tricks.
Clarify that.
P-Tricks.
All right, so
That
here's.
was only enhanced
So what we need to do is we need.
tenfold by the presence of Frankie McD, a.k.a. the Rib King.
The Rib King. God
man.
damn it, that guy is a magnificent beast.
So I think
I
we need-
appreciate knowing him so much more than I ever did after MAGFest.
Now,
just
he's-
the fact
that
that
man
him
has
and
been
Dak-
roaming the halls for 3 years now.
Just imagine, Dom. You've known Dak for a very long time.
I have.
Huey describes Dak, as I'm sure you will agree, as a hurricane of charisma.
Yes.
He has a counterpart that is not me, that is way funnier than I will ever aspire to be, named the Rib King. And
Yeah, well, Huey described it as what? It was watching.
It's like watching. It's like if Dak is Lex Luthor, Rib is the Joker. They're both unbelievably good at what they do, but it's two different sides of the same coin. So Rib is just constantly like, he's like got this weird vibe where he's walking around just observing things, and he's hilarious all the time. But Dak feels like cold and calculating in his humor. He knows, not cold, but
Dak said that he might be his new best friend immediately. Because the conversation that they had was astounding.
Yeah.
I was honored to be in the presence of that conversation. It was unbelievable. I wish I could quote some of it. I don't remember any of it. I just remember
It was
being
all blurred. It happened too
unbelievably funny.
fast.
It was just like the prayer. You know, you just can't.
Yeah.
It's a moment thing. You gotta.
But
you had to be there, guys. You had to be there.
Yeah, guys.
There's a lot of that moment.
Listen,
at, MAGFest.
I'll see if I can get some permission to talk about P-Tricks in detail in the
We
future.
might be able to make it a segment.
Ooh.
We might be able to Skype.
If you've
Dak
got
in.
any P-Tricks.
If you have anything that you think belongs in a book about urination, send us an email at podcast@magfest.org.
Can we set up peedcast at magfest.org for these emails?
Peedcast, P-E-E-D cast at magfest.org. I can make that happen by tomorrow morning.
Every time you say that word, I just think Peatrix. That's where my brain goes.
Peatrix.
Peatrix.
I don't know why that happens.
It sounds like. It does sound like Beatrix,
Right?
right?
It sounds like somebody's name.
Okay,
It's like a Americana
Black.
novel.
fair enough. Fair enough.
So that was Saturday. Was there anything else exciting that happened on Saturday?
Nah.
I don't think
Saturday was actually a pretty chill night.
Yeah,
if I
Saturday
remember
was
correctly.
pretty calm
cool
for us.
day.
What about you, Dom? You have a good Saturday?
You know, let me think. I don't remember what else I was doing on Saturday. I think I just went to bed after the Proto Men set. Oh no, wait. Oh, I hung out for Cowabunga Pizza Time and some other stuff, and then I just cocked out.
Yeah.
But I do. I think it was Friday night. Was the Secret Super Soul Brothers set in Jam Space?
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and there was a ton of people out there. Actually, mixed sound for that one. And then actually, me and Erica and those guys and Kevin Lynn played a song from Steven Universe.
Oh,
on
very
stage
cool,
with them,
cool.
Which is pretty cool.
Nice.
So that was
Now,
fun.
let's keep it real. Mike, what did you do Saturday night?
I know
Saturday
Saturday
night.
during the day you took a picture of Connor in a ball pit.
Yeah. I took Connor to his little play group thing they have in like this little kiddie gym where there's like a lot of monkey bars and there's a ball pit they can go in, and it's really cute and it was great. It was actually really just what I needed was just hanging out with like him. See the rest of the weekend. The main thing I remember doing to relax is I played a lot of Shadowrun Hong Kong. That's super fun.
Yeah, Shadowrun. We talked about that.
Yeah. PC game, Western RPG in the Shadowrun
Very politically
universe, which is like, no one cares. No one cares.
No, he said politically correct because you said PC,
Yeah,
game.
PC game.
It was
Very
funny.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No.
That's why we
you're
were
good.
laughing.
No, it's like a Tolkien meets dystopian, like Blade Runner future.
Dystopian.
Dystopian.
There
I like
we
that.
go.
I
Boom.
like that. Yeah, I did a bunch of that. We watched a movie. Is that when I watched To Be or Not to Be? That might have been when we watched To Be or Not.
Well, that's
to
the question.
Yeah.
God. I'm
He was
sorry.
on fire.
I'm sorry.
God
It is.
damn it, Huey.
Yeah. No, it's actually a Mel Brooks movie from '83 about a playhouse that Erica wants to watch it. You should watch it too. It's great.
He's pointing at Dom.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a
No,
audio
it's,
podcast.
It's a playhouse run by two characters who are played by Mel Brooks and Anne Bancroft, and it's right in the middle of the fucking German invasion of Poland, and they end up basically just sort of mixed up in this plot to try to expose a bunch of
Sorry, Ashley's
Ashley's-
messing with
yeah.
candy wrappers, I
Yeah,
believe.
she's just crinkling away.
Actually, this is a professional podcast
Yeah.
about movies.
yeah.
Look,
No,
the Germans were invading Poland.
It's a talkie.
Yeah. No, there's a plan to expose the Polish underground, and there are Nazis, and Mel Brooks loves making fun of Nazis.
That's one of his favorites.
It's great, and it's a really well done movie. It's like, and it punches you a couple times too, because it's like real fucking like life events too, where it's just like, oh, now they're trying to smuggle a bunch of marked Jews out of there too. Oh, great, okay, it's a great movie. So I watched that and played some more Shadowrun, hung out.
This took a weird turn.
It did.
That's got a good night's sleep. Chilled out, relaxed. I had to come down.
And all cool. Did you shoot any b-ball?
Outside
Was
the
it?
school.
Outside of the school.
You did say chilling out, Max.
I shoot it. I shot some b-ball with my ball of friends.
Oh, good.
Podcast at MAGFest.org.
Yeah.
I was a little late on that one, but we appreciate the effort. Okay, Sunday. What?
Yeah, we're not done. We got to go day by day, step by step.
Sunday was the auction,
Oh, yeah.
and we raised $17,000 in 3.5 hours.
Wow, nice job.
Oh man, yeah. So the charity total was $27,130 something and 92 cents.
Damn.
So
What were some
yeah.
of the highlights? What were the silliest and best items up for
Okay,
grabs this time?
so the highest grossing thing was a gift from Mr. Zach Star Wars himself, MAGCast superfan.
and previous hero of children's charities.
Exactly.
Yes.
He always spends a boatload of money. And he decided that this year he wasn't able to spend a boatload of money, but he wanted to give back. And what he did is he took one of the Super Supporter Swag handmade Metroid-esque guitars, air guitars, had it signed by every single person that played a song at MAGFest, signed the guitar, and everybody who ran a panel. So it was just basically MAGFest 2016 signed this thing,
Yeah.
and it went for $1,300.
Wow.
That was
It was
nuts.
incredible.
That was an awesome bit.
It really was.
It just kept going and escalating. It got crazy.
And then the
Who
guy
won it,
that
Dewey?
the
The
guy
the
that
best bits are
opposed
the unplanned ones.
the
Yeah.
guy that opposed Zach in Zach's entry into MAGFest, which was for the Final Fantasy Famicom game signed by Uematsu that he bought for $15.25. The guy that was bidding against him came out of the woodwork and started bidding on this guitar from Zach as like, I'm going to get you, kid.
And he did not win.
He did not win again. He got outbid again.
Trounced.
It was crazy.
Man.
The funniest thing that we had was the most absurd thing that could have happened at a Child's Play auction. And so at Mag 9...
I don't like it when you put it that way. That makes it seem really weird.
It was really weird. It was very, very weird.
Oh,
no.
Says the guy
at
that
MAGFest,
signs dicks on everything.
At MAGFest 9, in the Super Supporter swag, we had these little notebooks that were clear and blue plastic, flap notebook. About 30, 40 pages of paper inside. We had one left over, and we were just auctioning things off, and Dak started the bid at like $5, and then somebody went to 10, and it got up to $50 for this little notebook that probably cost MAGFest somewhere along the lines of 40 cents to make.
Yeah.
$50. So the guy bought it and asked for a pen. We were like, okay, the Gaylord leaves pens everywhere. They got their logo on them, so
may as well get him his $50 worth.
Right. So we gave him a pen. We gave him his notebook. He paid for the book. Everything was kosher. Good to go. We continued along the auction. Little did we know, he passed the book throughout the charity auction audience, and everybody had drawn a dick on a page, front and back. And then there was 2 pages in the back of the book that were labeled Reserved Dak and Reserved Adam. He wanted us to be able to add our contributions to the book. So he brought it back up. We drew ours. Then he passed it around the audience until it was full. And then he put it up to the auction block. He's like, I want to redonate this. Full of dicks. Dak named it DickFest 2016. And we started the bidding at $5.
What do you think it sold for?
Yeah, Dom. Do you know what it's? First off, do you know what it sold for?
No, I do not.
What do you think it sold for? Be real about this.
Too much.
$10,000.
No, come on.
$10 million.
Yes,
There you go.
there it is.
All right,
He got it.
cool,
No,
good.
$250.
so we hit $100, and I was like, "This is insane." We hit $200, and I thought I was going to pass out because I was laughing
Dude,
so
it
hard.
was insane.
We hit $300, and I couldn't fucking believe that this was happening. And then somebody slammed $350 down as a final bid, and it sold for $350.
That's what I was going to guess.
A book full of hand-drawn wieners. And they said from now on, they're bringing a notebook to the auction. And we're going to have DickFest as a tradition at the charity auction.
How about the moon?
I was going to say the moon is another good
right.
one.
How much did that end up selling for? So my boss donated his daughter. One. No,
I don't think that's legal, bro.
Donated his daughter.
Where's for the children?
That came out way wrong. I shouldn't have put a pause there. So my boss's daughter won a carnival game when she was younger. The ring toss. You put the ring around the Coke bottle. You win a giant prize. It's very hard to do. Not very often you win. Anyway, this was a stuffed moon. And I'm gonna try my hardest not to exaggerate at all. I think it was 5.5 feet tall. Is that correct?
It was a crescent moon too. We should point that out. It was not like a full round moon.
Right.
But
it was about 5 to 5.5 feet tall. It was unbelievably large.
Yeah.
He was like, if you can sell this thing off for charity, that's awesome. We started the bidding at $40, and what did it get? It got over 200.
It was over
right?
$200.
Like 275, I think is what it went in.
Yeah.
Ashley's saying she handled a lot of the money at charity. Actually, charity would not happen without Ashley. Let's make that very fucking apparent because she's awesome. But anyway, so she said it was about 275 that this goddamn stuff. He got
That's right.
donation bids from his people sitting around him. Who were like, here's $25, go higher, because he was outbidding someone else. God, it was a mess.
It was a whole mess. Everything was insane.
Oh yeah, I went into work and I told my boss. I was like, hey, how much do you think that moon sold for? And he was like, I don't know, what, like $50, $60? And I was like, no, $275. He was like, God, I would have kept it and sold it myself if I would have known it would have gone for that much money.
It needed the Dak and Adam star power to get that thing up that high.
This year's
So
auction.
you can't have a moon without those stars.
He's broken.
I'll
I'll tell you what.
He's rebooting.
That auction was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna need a race
little safing
map after
there.
that.
That auction was a whole lot of fun. But I'll tell you what. Do you guys have any other stories about MAGFest?
I mean, there's a lot of
There's
cool
more,
stuff that
but-
happened. I mean, we got fan mail. I'll go over some game room shenanigans next episode.
Yeah.
I think honestly, we're at an hour and 20 right now. We should probably do recap part 2 next episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can do that.
Save the mail for then. But before we take off,
Wait, hold
Dom
on.
and Matt, do you guys have any MAGFest stories you'd like to share before we leave? Since you won't
We
be
have
here
to
next
go over
time.
a couple emails because it gives us our game for the mobile gaming challenge.
Oh,
right.
that's true.
I will just briefly. It's not quite MAGFest related, but basically was, I think, the show Sunday night
All right.
at the Velvet Lounge.
MAGFest presents Game Over Washington
Oh,
DC.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
MAGFest.
I didn't get to go to that.
I know that because
Yeah.
I was there,
Yeah.
and there were very few other MAGFest people there.
Yeah, we had an event to clean up. It wasn't really
Yeah,
that
no,
big of a deal, I guess. You know.
Jesus Christ.
No, check that out. That was a good wind down, and we got our little special present from Triforce Quartet because they are playing our upcoming wedding, and we commissioned them with an arrangement, and they surprised us by having that arrangement ready
Oh man,
for that show.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
So we got to hear that song that Sunday night. And,
do we get to know what it is, or is it a mystery because we weren't there?
Well, if you're my Facebook friend, then you would already know, Orby. But we requested
Scrolling.
Aurora's theme from Child of Light because we both really like that game, and it's
Cool.
a really good song, and it feel like fits them pretty well, and they agree. Like Chad was awesome to deal with, and he's like, "Oh, that's the one with like the cello."
Yeah,
I mean, like it's Child of Light.
Yeah,
There's
you
cello
probably
all
already
over the
said it,
place.
and he was like,
But-
"Yeah, exactly, I know that one."
So no, they were really awesome. But yeah, just it was him, Shy Guy, Cheap Dinosaurs, and You Red Raptors.
Oh man, that sounds pretty great.
So yeah, we were hanging out there Sunday night, and that was kind of a good wind down because we actually, much like you guys, we barely saw any of the shows at
Right.
the actual MAGFest because
There's so
just
much
catching up
going
with
on
people.
now.
There was a lot going on.
So yeah, that was kind of a good all right, at least get some music in this
Right.
weekend. So that's the main thing I can contribute, I guess.
Yeah,
as
no,
an
I'm
anecdote.
glad that somebody experienced that and got to recap it. That's awesome.
All right, well, we better get this going.
Let's get some emails going. The first one I actually missed last episode, and it's actually the highest score for dots.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
This one comes from our friend Tyjet.
Tyjet. We met Tyjet.
We did
We
meet
did.
Tyjet. He's an awesome guy, actually.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun hanging out with that guy. It says, "Hey, a MAGCast crew. Decided to try the mobile gaming challenge when I heard this one would be a puzzle game. Grabbed my phone to open the Google Play Store, searched for and installed the game, then proceeded to play while listening to the rest of the podcast. Apologies that the following summation, I think that's a word, is difficult to read. I tell long stories and don't want to bunch everything into one long paragraph. It says, I installed the game without looking at the reviews or Googling anything about it. Found it very addicting and occasionally frustrating. Played for an hour the first time, managing a high score of 235. Later that day on a break at work, I set myself a new high score of 325. Played at work the next day and only managed scores in the mid-100s to mid-200s. I used all the initial power-ups within a few rounds to get rid of them. Resolved to beat my high score one more time. When I got home from work that second night, I sat on my bed, turned on the TV for some ambient noise, and proceeded to play for 3 or 4 hours. I was dead tired, my eyes kind of hurt, but I was determined. I wanted to break my score one more time before sending in my email. I was close to giving up for the night when I finally achieved my goal. I didn't look at the score up at the corner while I'm playing, so I had no idea what I'd put up. I just knew that I'd been on a roll. My final high score is seen in the picture, 403.
Oh my!
Whoa, Jesus.
Blew that out of the water.
Yeah,
what was
for
the
real.
previous 280 something?
320 something, I believe.
Yeah.
I didn't and still haven't Googled the game for fear of finding ridiculous high scores posted by other people, so I don't know if 403 is all that good, but it's the best I think I can do. Attached is a few pictures to chart my progression. Feel free to skim most of the above to save time, which I did not,
Yeah,
and I never will. Until we meet at MAGFest, me lords, Tyjet.
Oh,
And then I forgot to read
I don't
his
know about
email. And he sent
Sounds a
me an
little
email
Fedora-y.
basically calling me out because he was right and I should have read it and I didn't. But anyway, moving forward quickly, a shout out to Marissa Albano, another listener who listens to our show frequently. She wanted to know why we didn't have a panel, and she was upset that we didn't have a panel. So that was kind of a bummer. She's the one that bought all of the DJ Hero stickers,
yeah, I know.
and she's got a special plan for that. I'll leave that alone.
She said hello to me. She was the first time I saw her. She was passing me in the hallway and went, "Oh, you're that big, giant, glorious, red-headed bastard, aren't you?" I was like, "Holy shit! Wow, that was weird."
Yeah, right?
The two giant people get recognized everywhere.
Sorry,
I've got
Orby
two-
looks like Bucky.
We've got 2 emails from Jeremy. The first one is about the nickname debacle, where he was he labeled himself Muscle Car, and I gave him the name Pinky Ring.
Yeah, you can't give yourself a cool nickname.
No,
and it turns
turns out-
stick.
but the email kind of explains that. He says, "Holy hell, you guys have the worst memories. Muscle Car Muscleman was a reference to a joke you guys made a few episodes ago. But I'll go ahead and buy
That's
a pinky
so
ring."
perfect.
He was like, "But I'll go ahead and buy a pinky ring for this weekend for MAGFest."
Did he?
The only reason Mike isn't on the game cover is because his Facebook is locked down, and that's where I snagged all the pics from. So that's why you weren't on the picture.
That's legit,
It wasn't.
yeah.
It wasn't a swipe against you.
I don't care. I just
And then he says, "See you motherfuckers at MAGFest," which he did, and we hung out a bit. Actually, he was at the set. We had a good time. The last email I'm pulling up now is actually from him, but it's actually from his sister because she was the original winner of the
Dots, right?
Dots, yeah. Let me pull it. Here it is. It says, "Greetings, gents. For Rhiannon's pick on the mobile challenge, we want to do Punch Quest. High score on quest mode with no power-ups." It says, "MAGFest was a blast. Great seeing you guys." And he wants to know, is it bad I fell asleep Sunday night planning mag stock out in my head? No, because I think a lot of us did that, actually. I've already got plans for mag stock. First of which is requesting a campsite that's not at the bottom of a river. That's that's the first thing that I'd like to request for mag
No
stock.
one should be on
officially.
that site.
Ever.
Yeah, nobody
That
should
site
ever be
should
in the
just
site
be
we were in
closed.
because
Yeah, I
it
saw
was
that.
literally the bottom of a drainage ditch.
Did you get struck by lightning?
No,
I did.
you got struck
I-
by lightning.
Actually, pretty much. It didn't.
Talking
hurt.
to the mic.
All right.
Dom's
so
claiming he got struck by lightning at Magstock.
I was doing a sound check with one of the bands.
Like
and-
you just got the fuzzies and got out of there is what you did.
Well,
I'm
no,
hoping.
actually, what happened was I was holding the mic. I was at the soundboard with a mic talking to the band, and I was like, "All right, now we're gonna." And there's like a storm kind of rolling in. I'm trying to like maybe see if we can get this knocked out, take a little break. And there is a real close lightning strike, like really loud. And I felt in the mic, which was like touching my beard, a zap when that went by, and I was like, "Well, that's a rain delay." Okay, get the fuck off the stage.
So yeah, yeah. So yes, we're all planning Magstock. I hope we as a group decide to go again. The MAGCast group
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. Hopefully this time it won't be a torrential tropical storm, and we won't be put in a drainage ditch. Other than that, I think we'll have a good time. We're also potentially looking into renting an RV, but that's neither here nor there.
What?
Yeah,
That's
it was
both here and there.
discussed. It was discussed. We'll bring you up to
Mostly
speed,
there.
Orvie.
Nah,
No,
I'm not for it.
He's roughing it. I want to sleep inside of an old potato sack.
What?
That's
There's
what you
nowhere
said.
between.
Have you seen Huey's tent?
Listen,
No, I'm talking about you, not him. He wants to rent an RV.
Oh, you're behind this?
I'm behind.
We'll talk offline, sir.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so the new game challenge, the mobile game challenge, is Punch Quest.
I already
Punch
downloaded
Quest.
it.
I have already downloaded it
I'm
as well.
playing
I
it
have
right
not
now.
played it.
So
But anyway-
quest mode, no power ups, top score.
Quest mode,
Simple
no
as that.
power ups, top score.
All right.
I believe that is going to be it.
I expect to hear your guys' score.
We're going to have 2 episodes
Rare
on
Candy.
this. We'll discuss the game next episode, and then the episode after that, 42, we'll do our high scores.
All right.
That's what we always do. Anyway, thank you so much, seriously, Matt and Dom, for being on the show. It was awesome
man.
getting insight from stuff that we didn't get to see. Thank you guys for coming on the show.
And most
for the kids.
importantly,
Thank you.
with helping us
Helping
eat
us
that
eat
stupid
the
cake.
goddamn cake.
Yeah, because we would all be in diabetic comas
Ashley,
right now.
say something. You never say anything on this show.
Well, there that is.
You got
There you
guys.
have it.
There
She's
Away
an
from the horse's
enthusiastic
mouth.
MAGFest
No.
fan, if you can't tell. Anyway, this has been episode 40. Thank you so much for listening. I can't believe we're 40 episodes in, but let's do another 10 and eat some more cake. My name is Big Adam.
I'm Ryan.
We're over here.
Hooey.
Mike.
Thanks for listening.
Cut off the guests.
Two more people.
I said goodbye to them already.
Nah, they don't.
This is the worst podcast.
This is the
I
worst
hate this
one.
podcast.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts, guests, and artists featured on the show. They are not necessarily the views or opinions of MAGFest itself. Any questions, comments, or complaints can be sent to podcast@magfest.org.